The New York Football Giants were absolutely terrible this year. Not only that, but they were probably the most disappointing team since the 1991 Cincinnati Bengals. Gone are the days of Bill Parcells, gone are the days of Lawrence Taylor, gone are the days of Tom Coughlin blowing a gasket, and gone are the days of Eli Manning being in his prime. The 2017 New York Giants were stuck with a bad offensive line, a head coach who looked like he was going to give me his best candy and lead me to his van, and finally a quarterback that was over the hill. But where did it all start? It started with the draft. What was the biggest weakness for the Giants in 2016? It was their offensive line. Eli Manning was not only sacked 21 times, but they also ran the ball for 1,400 yards and around 87 yards per game. What did everyone's creepy uncle say? Yeah, Ben, stats are for losers. Unless you have Aaron Rodgers, Drew Brees, Ben Roethlisberger, or Tom Brady, you know, the elite quarterbacks. Sorry, Eli, you're not elite. You aren't going to succeed without a running game. So what does Jerry Reese do in the draft? He drafts a receiving tight end in Evan Ingram. Sure, they drafted a running back and a quarterback, but they didn't draft an offensive lineman until the 6th round. And by that point, most offensive linemen are probably going to be backups or journeymen their whole careers. They could have had Ryan Ramczyk or Garrett Bowles, but instead they pretended that everything was okay and that Eli Manning was going to be protected. It's okay, Giants fans. You have two-time Super Bowl champion in Eli Manning. You have one-handed catch diva in Odell Beckham. And you have Brandon Marshall, who only comes to play when he feels like it. Speaking of Odell Beckham, Giants fans remembered in 2016 when the team struggled to control his emotions? Well, now they wouldn't have to, because he spent basically the whole season on injured reserve. It's okay, the Giants proved that they didn't need him anyways by losing all of the games he played in. Ben McAdoo also proved that he was an expert at the head coaching thing. The McApoo way for coaching is to do a list of these things. A. Blame Eli Manning for every and all offensive trouble. B. Suspend your two best cornerbacks for unknown reasons. C. Act extremely inspirational during halftime to amp up your players. D. Comb your hair the way men that have no wives do, because any self-respecting wife or girlfriend will slit their partner's throat before allowing them to go into public looking like that. And E. When in doubt, bench your starting quarterback in Week 13 with a record of 2-10 and replace him with 2013 draft bust Geno Smith. Oh wait, Geno Smith played pretty well against the Raiders. 21 completions for 34 attempts, 212 yards passing, and a touchdown is actually pretty good. Sure, he had 2 fumbles lost, but it is no better or worse than Eli Manning that season. What? This snapped Eli Manning's 210-game streak of starting games? You know that's way more important than winning. According to the fans, Eli could lose 1,000 games as long as he started them. One problem. You know that you have a bust in Geno Smith, but you have no idea what you have in rookie quarterback Davis Webb. Will you find out? Nope. You're going to fire Ben McApoo and start Eli Manning again because legacy owner John Mara cares about the fans and outward image. That is why he actively hid the domestic abuse that his kicker Josh Brown had with his wife, and when everyone found out about him, you merely suspended him for just a game. That is the New York Giants way. So the Giants fired my student teaching field supervisor along with Jerry Reese, who somehow managed to accidentally win 2 Super Bowls. And the Giants will likely draft Penn State sensation Saquon Barkley. Too bad the guy will likely ruin his career behind the likes of Eric Flowers and some of the biggest bums ever to line up on the offensive line, which got their 36-year-old quarterback Eli Manning sacked 31 times. Hopefully for their sakes, Pat Shurmur can handle the many diva personalities on the Giants and can make the right decision on Eli Apple, whose mother still thinks that women from New York will get thirsty over her son. I'm sure it will eventually happen, and all the Giants fans can spend post-games not blowing a gasket and can actually get some
Hold it! No! 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 Beckham goes down! Beckham goes down! I don't know when the last time the Giants won without Beckham! Damn selves pissing all over their damn legs, wondering why the hell they ain't winning. It's because they ain't catching the fucking football! I don't understand! It's so fucking complicated to you! I don't get it! It's rocket science! I don't understand it, baby doll! I gotta blow the fucking whistle! Fuck!
Have fun with that rebuild, boys!